Hey folks, it's Rithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. I don't think I've got anything being attacked anywhere. That's good. What about the other one? Robots coming up. Kills 0, damage dealt 0. He's classed as a turret. There. 0 and 0. Okay, that's good. We don't want it to be putting anything out. We don't want it to be doing any damage or anything like that. That would be a bad thing if it was putting out damage. Now, this line along here. Okay, I've still got plenty of requests for stuff up there, so that's good. This over here, we'll have to take care. We'll be taking care of that a slightly different way. Zoom back in again. I've still got 19,991. I've got somewhere a robot missing. Now, I don't know if that's because I've overlooked somewhere and I've gone and put power slightly wrong. There's the possibility that it could be up here somewhere. Not up there. Not down here. Where on earth would that be happening? That you? No. Where would that be occurring? It's not that one. That one's connected. Down here, I don't have one. There's somewhere I've got a roboport, and I've been traveling near it. And it's currently got no power supply, which is what has caused a slight problem. So it's not there. It's not right there. If I look up this line up here. No, that one's not. That one's now connected in. And there isn't one over here. That's connected over there. It's not going to be there. Right, well, I don't see it at the moment. I mean, it's not likely to be there because I've already connected all of that stuff up. It's more likely to be over here somewhere. On one of these. But which one, I'm not entirely sure. Somewhere around here is my guess. But quite where on it, oh, hang on. No, it's not that one either. That one's... It's connected out this side. And it's No, it's not connected from the bottom. I do want to reconnect that up in here. So I'm going to put a power cable on there so that does connect back onto there. And that should then run everything through. Let's see anywhere else that it could be. Right, I have got 9 of them missing, and I don't quite know where they've gone at the moment. I'm sure they will show up. Eventually, we will find them. Where they are right now is a little bit of a mystery, because they're not here, and they're not going to be anywhere along this bit. No, I was going to say possibly they're over on this island over here somewhere, but they're not there either. I've already carefully connected all of that up. Same with that one there. That's connected. As is all of this. This up here. That one. This. That one's got 187 in there. So if it was that one, I think I'd have noticed that before now. No, I don't know. I really don't know. Somewhere along here we've got one missing and I don't quite know where it's gone. Never mind. Right. That bit has all been removed. So we can go over here and we can remove this coal line as well. Take that over to there like that, and then I can go up in here, and I'm going to go there. I'm going to run. I've got the tank is now. I can make a tank. Excellent. I'll do that in a minute. Bring that to there and get rid of all of those. We'll go in here. Next up, we've got energy weapons damage. Plus 30%. That's 1,500 on that one. So the tank itself, you drive that one around. It's not actually in there. It's over here. There. Tank recipe right there. I need 64 engine units to be able to make that one. And you build the tank. You can then use it to shoot things if you want to. You've got flamethrower, vehicle machine gun, and tank cannon. So you can use it to go and blow things up if you want to. But you can also use it to drive through trees. And that's generally what a lot of people will use it for, is you just use it to smash through the trees. Because the little car, that's quite delicate, and it will break going through. If you drive that into too many trees, it will break. The tank does take damage going through the trees as well. Actually, I'm pretty sure the car breaks on impact with any trees. Don't quote me on that, because it's been a long time since I've used one. I don't really like them. I mean, the tanks are all right, but the car, I don't like. I really don't get on with. Because of the fact it's so delicate, it keeps breaking all the time. I don't like that. I'd rather not use. I'd rather use something that's. I'd rather just sort of run. That's why I like to have a whole load of running units in my armor and just do it like that. It's just easier. Let's get rid of all of those. I've now got no power, so I'll get rid of that lot there, and then these. I put that one in. I'll take care of them. And that's now all been removed as well. That's the last one, isn't it? Yes. Okay, they're all gone now. We've gotten rid of every single one. I will go back through. The steam engine can go. Boilers can go. I got a lot of pipes here, so I'll get rid of some of those as well. I don't need to get rid of all of them, just a few of them. I will just increase that to 80 for a second. They'll bring me a few more of them, and then once I've got enough to be able to make my the tank that I want to make, then I will lower it back down to 50, because I only want to make one tank. I just want to try out the tank. That's all I want to do. So I just want to play around with it for a little bit, just so you can see what it's all about, and then that's all we're going to do. I'm not going to worry about any more of it. Now, the other thing that we had going on down here was that they're not going to. If the amount of timber is less than 100, I'm not going to put them out, but they're not going to be consumed at all anymore. Timber is not going to be used there. Timber is, however, still being used up here on this build that I've got. Right? That one right there, I can't actually look at. What I can do, the way that you can look at it, because I can't just go up and look at it right now. I can take that one, copy it, bring it down over here, and I can put it down there, and then I can have a look at the. Right. If I've got more than 50,000 timber, that one will run. So we're using that up the top there to make the oil. That's what we're using it for. And then after that, well, coal is just being used for coal now. Deconstruct these. Deconstruct those. All the way through like that. In between each of those. So deconstruct that out to there. And that one down to there like that. It's going to remove all of that lot. So I don't need that system there at all. What I am going to do, though, I'm going to get rid of this over to here. That's gone. Right? Now, I got a lot of timber on there. They're going to feed that into me in here. And I desperately need the logistics robots to come over and remove all of that. I'm going to drop one of them down there a minute. If the logistics robots will... there we go. Thousands of them have suddenly come rushing down. And they're going to grab all of this and they're going to run away with it. Look at this. Hordes of them coming down. Thousands of them. We have got 74,000 logistics robots, so there shouldn't be any issue with them being able to do that. And taking all of this timber. We've got a load of coal up there that they've already taken. These chests are full. Right? They're all full of timber. So I need them to get rid of all of the timber from those chests as well as from everything else. Once they've done that... Probably help. No, that's not going to make any difference. That won't make any difference at all. Once they've done that, then we'll be able to continue on with that little bit. How are we doing with... I got 10,000 construction robots busy at the moment. Well, 12,000. I got 8,000 free and available right now. I'm just going to wait till this is finished because I want to set something up for this so that I can get rid of the rest of this. I got all of this coal here and it's not doing anything. So I want to start getting that extracted. And I'm just going to bring it over to here. And this is going to be the extraction site. It's going to go from here. So I'm just going to take that one. Oops. Let's try not doing that in map mode, shall we? And then I'm going to bring that over that way like that. That was not going to do anything. That was going to go as is that one there. And then I'm going to put that one in and remove that one. So they're both moving up into this one and then on there, and that's it. So I got them on this line right here. I'm then going to have not an active provider chest. I'm just going to put passives on this one. I don't want actives on this one, so I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down each side. It's probably going to be enough for a line. Like that, and then I can take... Oh, hang on, I don't know if 6... I can put 7. I will put 7 down each side so that I make full use of each of these power lines on here. And then that one will turn. It's the wrong way. Need to put them like that. I was going to say, why has it got no power? It's because they still haven't gone and put that one down. My robots are being a little bit slow, and they haven't gone and put that down yet. I've got construction robots going and taking all of that lot away right now. But my robots still have refused to come and bring this one down unless I've got... Right, I'll put that one in. So now all of these have got power and the coal is now being extracted and being put into there. So that's now been dealt with as well. I just got the last of this timber to take care of, and I'm out of power on me at the moment, so I also got to wait for that just for a minute or two for them to deal with it, and then we can move on again. All of the timber up through this bit is all gone now. Alright, every single little bit, all the way over to the top of that. So that's all done and dusted. What isn't done and dusted is the timber that is over this bit here. So I'm going to get rid of some of that now. I'm going to go from there. I'm actually going to go all the way up to that height. And I bring it down to here. I'm going to go right the way across here like this over to that edge. And that's 62,000 of those right there to be removed. That'll keep the construction robots a little bit busy just for a minute or two. I didn't... No, I don't want to take it all the way up to there, do I? It's only down to this layer here. That's already mostly been removed. Then deconstruction, I'm also going to deconstruct out over to there and down to here. Don't do it like that. I don't want to deconstruct all of that. I want to remove the trees from all of that. Otherwise, it's going to cause me a problem or two. Let's bring that over to there. We'll get rid of another 40,000 over there. There's the energy weapons bit has been done. Refined flammables. Flamethrower turret damage plus 20%. Fire damage plus 20%. Start research on that one. You can see we're getting less and less of these things down here that we're not able to access. We're getting less and less of them all together. Right? We're slowly covering all of those. It does take a minute, but we're getting there. Now I've got a pile of coal coming in here. They aren't going to use a lot of that. Unless I force it into the system, they're not going to use it. And I've got 63 million coal over there. So I could have it being forced into the system. They will have to bring that up. And, you know, I'm thinking that might be a better option. And do you know why I think that might be a better option? If I force that into the system... like this, what they will do is some of it will go straight up here and be used on these systems up here. Some of it will be used over here for the plastic. But this, you gotta remember now, this one is just about completely full. So we're backing up on what we can actually do on any of this. We're almost completely backed up right the way through on there. And then the rest of it will be put into storage over here. So that all that's going to do is push it above the 3 million count that we have on our long-term storage. and that will just stop the trains from running. They won't be bringing coal down because this one down here, where are we? Down here. This is the one, this one will take the priority over it, just until we've used up this coal. So that's going to help us clear that first coal field. And it's the same that's going to happen over on here as well. That's being forced into the system, and so exactly the same thing happens with that one right there. That's got 21 million coal on there. So, yeah, it's long term, but it's still a thing that will happen. Right, so we can leave that to carry on and do that. I've now got a load more space. So I think the next thing that we want to be looking at is expanding steel production, maybe? Actually, I'm thinking that we don't need to worry about that. I got 500,000 spare steel. It's not like I'm in... Iron plate would probably be the biggest one to do. If I'm going to be doing any of them, it would be iron plate. But again, I'm not all that concerned about it. We're doing just fine, thank you very much, at the moment. Now, let's have a look over here. Are those still all running? None of them are empty yet. But these are emptying very, very quickly. I had 460,000 on there, something like that, didn't I? I've now got 350. So we're extracting the iron ore off of that patch redonkulously quickly. We'll take a little mosey on through here. We'll have a look. I've got 180 and 64, so I've only got 240 of those left. However, if we look in here... That one's completely full. That one is. That one's not. But if you look into these requester chests, some of these requester chests are now almost... Well, look, see, I've actually got over 200 ore, uranium 235 on some of those chests. So I'm actually filling up quite 244 cells. And I got 68 spent cells now. I got 10 spare right there. I mean, yeah, that's going to fluctuate a little bit up and down, but overall that's a good number to have, I think. Uranium's taken care of, which means as I've got enough uranium coming in on there, I can go back in here and I can put a request for uranium 235 on there. I only want 10 in each of these. I copy that and I put that in there. So I got 10 requested for that one as well, which means that we will start making more uranium cells. I should have enough to be able to drip out the few that I need here to make 2 chests full of uranium cells. That's another step in the right direction, another thing that's going to help us. I then want to go to my factory basic. This is the last thing that we want to do now as far as uranium is concerned, at least for the time being. I go to here. Nope, not that one. This one. No, I don't want one of them. Deconstruct. Don't deconstruct, just deconstruct that one. Like that, and I want 100 concrete. Where is the 100 concrete? There it is. Right, 100 concrete. If you can bring me 100 concrete a minute, I will then see nuclear fuel reprocessing. That is done in a centrifuge. And at the moment, I'm only going to need 1 centrifuge to be able to process this. I'm not going to need any more than that. It's not a particularly difficult job. It's not going to take a very long time. So we will make 1 centrifuge in here, and that will use up the concrete that those robots are rushing to bring me. We have 64 of them so far. If I cancel that concrete right now, they should bring me the other 30. They should, in theory, bring me all of them. 97. There should be one more somewhere. It's going to bring me... There it is. I just seen him coming up. There we go. 1 centrifuge. Make 1 centrifuge in there. I'm not sure how big said centrifuge is. It's the same size as that one, which is perfect. I can dump that one down in there in place of the other one. And there we go, nuclear fuel reprocessing. Nuclear fuel, that's another thing that I want to do. We want to make rocket fuel, and that's the thing that we're going to need to start working on at some point. So I go there, like that, and then I go right-click on there, and I click onto there. That brings me used up uranium fuel cells. I'm going to go with a request for 50 used up uranium fuel cells. And they brought them over to me already. There, they're bringing them from this side, actually. Where are they bringing them from, exactly? Oh, no, they're coming up and stopping on there. I'm just looking to see if I can find which chest they've gone... I can't see the chest. Okay, it's going to take forever to try and find that. So there we go. We've now got uranium fuel cells coming out. And once again, you can... Oh. Oh. I thought you could. Okay, my mistake. I didn't realize you couldn't do that. So we cannot gain additional stuff by using processing modules on there. Sorry, productivity modules. And excuse me, I'm getting a bit of gas now. 735 speed modules is all that we've got left requested, and then that will be every single speed module that has been requested. It's built. We've got all of the productivity ones. Landfill is building, but is taking its time right now. It's because I did request an awful lot of landfill, didn't I? I did request just a smidgen too much, perhaps, in places. So I've still got lines of it up here that haven't been done, and then quite a bit down here that hasn't been done either. I love the way that this is opening out. The timber is being removed very effectively and very quickly. Over here, extremely effectively and quickly. That's almost all gone now, which is absolutely fantastic. So there's all the timber taken care of and dealt with. Right. Nuclear is now in place, and I have gotten rid of all of the old steam engines. So the only thing we've got is nuclear there. Now, the downside to this is that does run 24/7. So really what we want is we want to start having the solar panels as a backup to this, rather than solar panels being our primary source. So despite the fact that I have now gone round and I've allowed additional building space for solar panels all the way along there and down here as well, I'm not going to build any more for a minute because we're going to use... I didn't really want to do the uranium stuff, but I've done it. Right? It's in place now. It's done. So I may as well make use of it. I put that up. Right, I've got enough on there, so I can change that one back down to 50, because I only want one stack of those. And then I want to go into here, and I want to build a tank. I'll take that one. So while that one's building, I'm going to run all the way up over the other side, and the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a look at driving the tank around. I'm not going to do very much with the tank, admittedly. I'm just going to drive it around. I'm not going to go and engage in combat with the giant worms. I've got a different plan for that one. Now, let's just go and put this one. So next up, we got stronger explosives. Rocket damage, grenade damage, and landmine damage are all increased. See, this is all stuff that we're never really going to use. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of a benefit, I suppose, but honestly, it's not something that's going to make a big difference to the overall gameplay. I got all sorts of lovely treats being brought to me by all of the robots, and one thing that I have actually requested is a few more laser turrets. A few laser turrets. Any laser turrets would be nice. It would be good to have laser turrets. We want those. They're going to be very, very important to us in a minute. Because we're not actually going to be going into open combat warfare type situations with those worms. We're just going to get near them. And I kind of wanted to try driving through the countryside, through the trees with a tank. Now, I'm not 100% sure if that is still really a thing. Where you can actually drive through the trees, or what kind of damage it's going to do to the tank. So I'm going to make a few of these, like that. We'll make a stack of those, like that, or nearly a stack. So I got 50 odd of them being made. They will keep going as well. They will do some wonderful, wonderful work. And I'm going to bring me out over this way. And then I'm going to take my tank that I've got right there, and I'm going to drop that one down there. Now, a tank does actually need to have ammunition in there. It's got a vehicle flamethrower, it's got a vehicle machine gun, and it's got a tank cannon. So you need ammunition for one or the other. Now, I've got some ammo here. I've got piercing rounds, so I could use the vehicle machine gun and just drop those piercing rounds into the tank, and everything would be tickety-boo. But I'm not going to do that. I'm choosing to avoid doing that little bit, and instead, I'm looking for some coal here. Right. I'll drop that in so that my tank has got something, and press enter so that I can get into it. And then we're away. Now, the problem with it is, I mean, yeah, that one automatically got replaced. But the problem with driving into anything with the tank, I can go over these, right? They're only small areas. But the problem with driving into things with the tank is that both the tank and the item in question get damaged. See what I mean? They've just gotten damaged there. Those 3, they now need to be replaced. And this is why I don't like driving around the base with my own vehicles. Because generally bad things like that will happen. The tank, you've noticed that my robots are flying out in order to run repairs. So there's the tank. Let's have a little look at it. There we go. There is our tank, right? He looks absolutely fantastic, fan-schmabulous, and fan-wonderful. I'm going to rotate that one round. I'm going to go up here because I've now got some speed modules, and I kind of wanted to use speed modules over here. I've got some requests for them. So if I drive in over this way, my speed modules that I'm carrying will end up being used in here. But if I accidentally hit that one with the tank, I damage the tank, and I damage that one as well. Neither of which is a particularly good option as far as I'm concerned. So if I stop there... Oh, that one looks like... Because my robots haven't come out to deal with that one. I got 2 of those there, so it looks like that one is on its way to be dealt with anyway. Something else is on its way to deal with that one. So we'll leave that. I've got something there trying to catch up with me. Yeah, it's bringing in a few extra bits. And I'm going to head back north again. So I'm going to go through there. And I'm going to start driving up this way. I'm not sure what happens if I try to drive into the water. Okay, I just literally stopped dead trying to drive into the water, so that's not something that is ever actually going to be a problem. It's not the speediest of machines, though, is it? Looking at the speed that we're traveling along, there's definitely room for improvement on this, and what we're going to see in a minute, although what I want to do is if I just go like that, no, I want to go like that there. I got 38 pieces of coal left at the moment. But no, we're heading over this way. And this is where you're really going to see what the tank is like. Right? I can go... Oh! Oh! It destroys the trees completely. Right? The trees are absolutely being destroyed completely. And it does slow the tank down. But what it doesn't do any longer is damage the tank. I'm taking no damage at all. Destroy 100 trees by impact. Run, forest, run. I didn't even know that was a thing. Hey, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I like that. Right, I'm just going to stop there. I'm going to jump out. So we're going to have a look at this one. So he's on 33. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear a small patch of those around that tank. So I can... It's just so that I don't lose him. Right? I really, really don't want to lose my new tank. We've only just built the thing. So we're going to come down here. We've got that one over there, but he's slightly out of range of us, so we don't need to worry about him. Now, what I do have somewhere, I think, in here is... Yes. A blueprint for energy turrets. So I got that one. I'm going to drop that one out, and we're going to use that one in a minute. I'm going to bring this one over here. I'm going to drop that. I'm going to drop that. And I'm going to drop that. Right. They're doing a bit of damage, but he's mostly ignoring the poles. Which is good. So now I want that one. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.